What's up, my snob goblins? Of course, you guys know Bloons Tower Defense 6 is planned to come out this year. So we've talked about some new towers that we want to see in the games, right? We've talked about Dr. Monkey, but now we're going to talk about Archer Monkey. Oh, this is a big one, guys. I've been excited for Archer Monkey for a long time because, of course, it's like we got darts and everything, but why not have them be archers, right? So, basically, I'm going to go over kind of how he's going to work, all of his upgrades and everything, and see if you guys think he's going to be a viable / good tower. Of course, if you guys have any different opinions, think it's a bad idea to have an Archer Monkey, or think some of my upgrades are kind of stupid or silly, or you want to see him be it a different way, put a comment down below, man. I'm totally down for that. If you think I did a horrible job explaining this stuff, I want to hear why. So let's start talking about this guy, Archer Monkey. He's basically going to be a ranged dart monkey, sort of. So, I kind of wanted to make a monkey in between a sniper monkey and a dart monkey. There's not really something that's right just there yet. Snipers, of course, have infinite range. Dart monkeys have sort of a short range. Dart monkeys don't do very much like layer popping, but they do have a pretty good amount of pierce. Where snipers, of course, don't affect multiple balloons at once, but they do have a lot of pierce on those guys. So I wanted something sort of in the middle here. So what the Archer Monkey is going to be a ranged monkey. He's going to have a lot of range. Not quite as much as a sniper, but a pretty good amount. But he doesn't shoot quite as fast as a Dart Monkey. So you need that, he's only going to do like 1 pop per shot starting off. And that's why I think he should be a lowly cost of only $200. Just a regular cost, just a Dart Monkey cost. Make him pop even less balloons than a Dart Monkey technically because he shoots even slower, right? Just a different option, I suppose. Different option for different maps. If there's a place where there's just a lot of area where you can attack these balloons, Archer Monkey might be the way to go. Alright, moving on to the upgrades. Of course, we're going to talk about all the left-sided upgrades first, then move on to all the right-sided upgrades. Of course, that spicy ability at the end. So for the first upgrade, we're going to increase both attack speed and range, similar to a ninja. So now he's starting to look like a pretty darn good starting tower, right? I definitely think so. So maybe the Dart Monkeys are going to finally lose their reign as the starting tower, possibly. But he's going to get really interesting really fast. So, watch this. 2-0 is going to give him possibly extra range again, but he's going to have camo detection, right, guys? He's got to have camo detection. He's got to be that early, easy, sort of cheap camo detection, sort of similar to a Dart Monkey. Moving on, though, this is where it starts to get real spicy, guys. Now we're going to get into the 3-0 upgrade, of course. Once you get to third tiers, you need to make them sort of special in a way, sort of good in a way. And of course, you have to make the 2-2s, the 4-2, and the 2-4 line up to make sure that they make sense with each other. So making 2 overpowered second tier upgrades can make the other 2-4 upgrade really ridiculously powerful when you combine them together. So moving on to the third tier here, we're going to get a crossbow. This crossbow is going to shoot 3 times as fast as he already does. So this doesn't seem all that great right now. You're like, dude, it only pops 1 balloon per shot. But wait until we talk about the right-sided upgrades. Just wait a second. It's going to get real intense. So, of course, he's shooting fast at this point. He's got camo protection, got a lot of range. He seems like a pretty good tower. But once you get to the 4-0, this is where the game really starts to change. This is going to be a really expensive upgrade, I think. But what it's going to do is going to be a compound bomb bow. Yeah, you heard that right. A bomb bow. So it's going to shoot exploding arrows that light the surrounding balloons on fire. Now, I haven't decided. I think the explosions should be pretty darn small, to be honest. It should be more about, like, it actually does fire damage. And I think there's not that many towers that do fire damage in the world. The Ring of Fire isn't even technically fire right now in BTD5. BTD6, it might be considered fire, because they're definitely going to make that freaking tiger balloon. Oh, I'm excited. I think they will. I'm almost positive. Orange balloons will be immune to fire. And then, of course, you got the mortar that does the burny stuff, and that's really, like, the only fire tower that we have right now. So I think it'd be really cool to have another tower that does burny damage, and that's a great way to do it. Basically, it's going to do a mini explosion, light a bunch of surrounding balloons on fire, and, of course, that will do gradual damage over time. So for a 4th-tier upgrade, it's still not overpowered. It's just a good tower. And then moving on to these other upgrades. So this is where it's going to kind of make sense with the kind of bad other left-sided upgrades. Like, of course, speed and range, and the camo protection doesn't really do much for us. But then, 0-1 upgrade, increased damage to 2 layers. Oh, snap. We just broke the game right there. So this is similar to a sniper. Now we can go from, we're not doing pierce, we're doing layers right now. So we're going to pop instead of, instead of popping 2 balloons, like 2 red balloons next to each other, it's going to pop a pink down to a green. So that's what I mean by layers. And then upgrading to a 0-2. Oh, now we're going to do 3 layers, baby! But that's kind of the limit of the Archer Monkey. You shouldn't be able to pop much more than 3 layers, otherwise it's going to be way too overpowered. So we only want to limit it to a certain amount of layers. Got to give another option besides a Sniper Monkey to do those piercing layers like that. For a 0-3, I thought this was kind of an interesting idea. Normally, almost every single tower does very accurate stuff. The only tower that really just kind of shoots things randomly is like the Monkey Ace, right? Now, what if we did something that was sort of similar, but in the middle of all that? How about the spray attack? So what it's going to do is it's going to shoot down 1 arrow really accurately, right at its target, but then it's going to shoot 2 arrows kind of at like a perpendicular angle from that original arrow, but it's like 45 degrees on the left and 45 degrees on the right, kind of making a 90-degree angle and just shooting out like a spray attack, sort of like a V. And those guys aren't going to be all that accurate, but if you put them in the right spot, and you put them at the right, you know, and you aim them the right way, and you say put them on latch or something like that, he could be really, really effective. So I think it's going to be fun and, you know, add, again, to the gameplay a little bit. You need to make sure that these towers can be used wrongly in a lot of situations, but if you get good at the game and you start to use them better, maybe they'll be a lot more effective than you think. So moving on to these, the last upgrade for the Archer Monkey. By the way, I really like the Archer Monkey idea. I really hope they put him in the game. I have no idea if it's going to be anything similar to what I'm talking about right now, but at least we'll throw the ideas out to Ninja Kiwi. Maybe they can make some cool decisions and maybe even mix their Archer Monkey with our Archer Monkey and make it into something even better. The Super Archer Monkey. I don't know. Kind of exciting. Alright, so the last upgrade here is going to be the Rain of Arrows. Basically, the Archer calls in a Supply Strike or a Death Strike, in which a bunch of arrows fall from the sky. Of course, we're blotting out the sun. And, I don't know exactly how it should go. Accuracy is of course, a big thing with the Archer Monkey. He's got to be fairly accurate or else it's going to miss a lot and be sort of bad. So what you got to do is you have to make it so I don't know if the airstrike should be one of those things where it's like you pick a position on the map where you archer strike it. I think that would be much more cool. The size of like a spike factory radius or something like that. Like you just archer strike right there, and then of course you don't affect the entire map with arrows. You just pick exactly where you want to do it. Just shoot a crap ton, maybe 100, 150, 200 arrows in that circle right there, and do mega damage to all the balloons. And do probably like extra damage to Moab class balloons and ceramic balloons, because if obviously there's hundreds of arrows falling down, they're going to do a lot of damage because they just do individual damage, right? So that's pretty much it for the Archer Monkey. Obviously, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press the like button. If you have any other better ideas that you would like to see me talk about or do in the future, feel free. If you're hating these videos and you're hating these ideas, make sure you leave a comment below saying how terrible I am and how you want me to change it to make it better. But I'm actually having fun thinking about all these ideas and thinking about Bloons Tower Defense 6, so if I'm having a good time, hopefully you guys are having a good time as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, we got 3 videos now where we're talking about different towers. Actually, 4 videos now where we're talking about different monkeys that could be in Bloons TD6. So I'm going to make probably a couple more videos about maybe possible balloons. Maybe just talk about like an overview of what I want to see in Bloons Tower Defense 6 for our like last video or 2 or something like that. But that's pretty much all I got. So thanks for watching and have a super duper delicious day.